Hey, Vicky. Yeah, live 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Always that way on Thursday. I schedule the lives ahead of time so everybody can see it as a reminder. Because even I forget, guys, all the time. Terry. But even I forget. Brandon actually reminded me today to go live. He's like, don't forget today's Thursday, which I don't know why I thought it was Wednesday. No idea why that is. But what's up, guys? How's it going? I'm waiting for you guys to all comment down below so I know that you guys are here. Oh, I've been doing a lot more stuff on Instagram, guys. I've been uploading their own videos on Instagram. Today was a day of all natural looks. Because, in this world, everybody thinks they need to look gorgeous or have a ton of makeup on or whatever it is. And I wanted to have a day where people, celebrate their natural beauty. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Britt. Hey, Shaw. Amanda. Jennifer. Yes, you did. You made another live. Well, everybody has things to do. I'm always here. I'm not going anywhere. Unless some days I'm sick, like flare-ups, kids, all that. Hey, Star, Dwayne, Melinda, Naomi. Hey, Terry. Thanks, Stephanie. Hey, Mary. Hey, James. Everybody's piling in today. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Danielle. Oh, damn, Jen. I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, I know many people that had that done. Many people. Hey, Ashley. Oh, your E-Day is tomorrow. You know what's crazy, guys, is like me having to get dentures was quick and soon. You all know because of medication. I ended up with sepsis and ended up losing my teeth. But you know what? I was just done. I was done with sepsis. I was done with the infection. I was done with being on clindamycin for months. I was done with so much. And I was like, it's about freaking time. And it was literally right before the first COVID shutdown when I got my tops. So, I mean, I was ready for it. It's a new chapter of your life. People get scared, which is common. You're going something new. But the surgery is the easy part. It's totally the easy part. And people like me that make true informational videos, because there are videos out there that are not true with information, or how people like, oh, it's easy, it's the best thing in the world, it's the easiest journey, it's pain-free, it's all this. That's bullshit. At least I'm the first one to admit the shit. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Becky. Sorry, guys, just reading everybody's stuff. But I just wanted it done. And I don't know if you guys ever saw that video of, I used to do story time with Heather. And one of it was describing what happened to me on my top E-Day. And I talked to you about Ativan and the Ativan Fairy. I was like, without the Ativan Fairy, I was taking pictures of my teeth out. Like, some of my teeth, guys, like, I don't know if the x-rays didn't show it, or maybe he just didn't pay attention. But my teeth are long as hell. And they're hooked, which is how I broke my jaw. And that was interesting. But yeah, that's the main issue, is my teeth being hooked. It wasn't easy. Yeah, Danielle, it's just when you're ready. You might be nervous. You might be like scared because, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And we all felt that way. I mean, my bottoms, I was like, whatever, let's do this. Was I salty because Medicaid wouldn't give me one damn crown and all my teeth are healthy? A little bit, yeah. But you know what? I took it as it was. I'm 5 months into my immediate bottoms. I eat whatever the hell I want. Ooh, tonight, guys, I made pork loin. It was garlic and herb. And it was beautiful made. It was white, but like I took it out at the right time where it glistened. So tender and juicy. And I was like, amen, sister, for the cooking skills. Because it was so good. Yeah, that's another thing. When you guys... Yeah, Becky, it sucks when your teeth are like that. And he told me it was genetics, but I mean, like, could he give a shout out to tell me that before you go ripping shit out of my mouth? Hey, Julia. But, you know, this is a time where you're just like, I want this done. I want to start healing. I want to start living my life. I want to be able to have confidence again. And I'm not kidding, guys. 85 to 90% of people tell me they now have more confidence with dentures than they ever did without them. And that's the biggest bonus or anything you could ever possibly want out of this journey is so many people hid their smile for years and years and years and years. And now they're able to smile with confidence. And most people don't even notice I have dentures, but I'm so bluntly honest with me having dentures. It could be a stranger on the street. I don't care. I am so honest about it. Like when people are like, wow, your teeth are gorgeous. I'm like, thanks, they're fake. Like, I do that all the time to people. Yeah, Ashley, I've always had, I guess self-control. But I don't like, I don't use meds for recreational of any fun times because I like to be in full control of my body and not another substance to do so. So it's always been easier for me to stay away from that kind of stuff. Only use it for what it's intended for. Danielle, that's the common thing. One of the most common things people ask. Are people going to know you have dentures? Nope. No. Not at all. There are so many people I know in the world that already have perfect teeth that don't have dentures. So I picked a natural color. I didn't go for the brightest and whitest color because, that looks fake to me. Even if your teeth aren't, it just does. Because, I'm 35. Nobody really has bright white teeth unless they get them bleached. But, so I did B1 for mine. And oh, that's what I want to talk. I don't know if you guys saw my recent video, Denture Box. I spoke to you guys about that. So many people have asked me, Heather, the at-home kits that you can do, the mail-in order and blah, blah, blah. Russell Klein does it. I think he has like a 2-year wait, somebody told me. But there's companies that will make dentures. You do the impressions at home. I showed you guys in the video. It was like 20-something minutes long. And it was interesting. But I showed you guys what it was about. Easy as shit to do at home, I'm telling you. They come with the most foolproof freaking instructions that there would be no questions asked because it's so damn easy to do. It literally took me 10 minutes, not even. Boom, done, mailed it out. And what it's about is people want to know if they're legit companies that you can trust. So Denture Box reached out to me and they were like, out of all the people we saw, we like how you are with people. We know that you're real and honest. And I'm like, but if you want me to try your at-home kits, you know that if I don't like it, I'm going to be real with you. Like if you watched in that video, I'm not the type of person to be paid off, guys. It's never going to happen. I'm honest no matter what. So when I opened up the box and halfway into, me looking at things and doing all that, and as I'm doing my measurements, I'm like, dude, you mislabeled it. They did, like they put L for the lowers, meanwhile it was an upper. And they did upper for a lower. They mixed it up. And I flat out said that in the video. I'm like, you guys might want to actually make sure you get it labeled right because people that are not like me, that don't know the difference, are going to do it and screw up their entire denture all because you did it wrong. So I sent her a picture. I showed her and I was like, whoever's doing the labeling, tell them, dude, if you don't know what an upper and a lower is, then you need to be out of this. An upper has a palate. The lower is a horseshoe. Like, you can't mess that up, guys. Mine doesn't have my name on mine either. Why would I want my name on my dentures? You think I'm around 1,000 denture wares and we all just keep our dentures in a pile? Like, I don't need my name on it. That's awesome, Becky. Oh, people always tell me, why do I love Dr. B so much? I mean, he's the only denture paste you can use in your mouth and denture and essential oils. And I have Sjogren's with dry mouth. Benefits. Bomb. Then you have his liquid crystals is the only thing on the market that kills harmful bad bacteria. E. coli and freaking thrush that is the main issue for everybody in denture wares. All the bad bacteria and yeast issues that people have, Dr. B's liquid crystal is the only thing that kills the shit. Everything else on the market is 99% causing odor-causing bacteria. Great. Glad you're killing the odor, but what about the actual harmful shit? Just saying. So, yeah, I prefer to be honest. No company in this world is going to be able to buy me out. Ooh, how awesome is it, Renee? Girl, you've been waiting for a long time to unleash those beasts, man. Sorry, guys, just reading up on your guys' stuff. Julia, me too, with the confidence thing. But see, my teeth weren't bad until I went through all that. But I still have more confidence now than I ever did. Well, it depends on where it is it Deirdre? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I mess up names. Yeah, girl, it's been a year. Renee, that's a long motherfucking time. So I'm glad you finally got that done. It must feel amazing. I think if I had snap-ons, I'd be worried. But I mean, you still have to get soft relines. You still need to get adjustments. You might still need to use adhesive, because most people I know with snap-on dentures do. It's just an extra comfort. Ooh, Popeyes. I've never had Popeyes before. Yeah, definitely wait a year, guys. Definitely wait a year to get your perms. If you can. I know some people can't. But if you get immediates, wait that year, because when you guys get your perms, you get them for 8 years. Roughly, give or take. So if you are still rapidly shrinking in that first year and you get your perms at 6 months, your denture is now going to be super ass big those 8 years. So you want to control it as much as possible. So year mark is the longer the better, guys. Well, Jen, if you're getting a hard reline, it's like getting a new denture. I know many people like Terry. Their immediate denture was their permanent denture. So, at 6 months to a year, they'd get a hard reline, boom, permanent denture. So, I mean, at 6 months, if you're getting a hard reline already, it's like getting a brand new denture. Janet, that's actually the biggest thing I talk to everybody about, is clenching. I've talked to dentists why we do this. Honestly, for me, I know I clench it to make sure, like, my adhesive's in check or my soft reline has got a great suction. Like, I bite it to make sure either they're still there or they got a good hold still. And I do it less now because I'm catching myself. So now I'm retraining myself to not do it as much. So I don't really do it. Or what's weird? When I was in my immediate dentures, I would glue them in wrong, or they moved wrong and I didn't know when they were drying. And I would bite and they were in the wrong place. I would clench a lot then, which is really annoying. In immediate stages, your denture is going to be loose, guys. If you do your soft reline once a month, if you have that much rapid shrinking, which most people do, once a month and a half, a soft reline should be done in immediate stage. So normally when I tell people, do not use denture fit. I mean, I used it in my immediate stage, but it was like 8 months to immediates. But you can also use adhesive with immediates. Immediates, denture fit is not going to hold it in place, and you never need anything because your gums are always going to be shrinking. Even if you use Reline it or any soft reline, your gums shrink so bad. So say that day you got it done, you're golden. Next week, it's going to be loose as hell. So in your immediate denture stage and use any soft reline, you need to use adhesive too, because your gum shrinkage is just absurd. Dentures don't inflame your glands at all. That sounds more like a virus. If you're talking about like your neck glands, that's an indication you're getting sick, or if you got vaccinated recently, or whatever it is. Glands help fight infection. But dentures wouldn't cause the inflammation. You could end up getting thrush maybe. You could have an infection somewhere, have a virus your body's fighting off. Autoimmune, if you have an autoimmune disease. Inflamed glands can mean a lot, but dentures are by your glands, or even by your throat, so it wouldn't cause gland issues. Sorry guys, I'm just reading everybody's stuff. Oh, so Becky, that's common. Like I tell everybody, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard it. If you can see the bone chips, you guys, oh, I'll get to that in a second. But if you see the bone chips and you can get to them, sterilize your tweezers, get a grip on it, and slide it right out, and pain free. Or if you're in adhesive stage, your adhesive will pull it out on its own. But bone chips are common. 98% of people get it, so they do go away easy. They can be painful. Honestly, I think my bottom ones were more painful because he was trying so hard to get them out. They're healthy teeth, and Medicaid was making him take him out to do a bottom denture. So him yanking and yanking and yanking, it put so many fragments. I had so many fragments coming out, guys. Oh, but what I wanted to say is I'm 2 years into my tops, and I just found 3 bone chips. I brought it up in my last video that I literally have like 3 bone chips in my uppers still. I'm like, it's been 2 years. So when people ask me, Heather, can you get it at 6 months to a year? Yes. Because I'm at 2 years, I'm still getting them, which is weird. Oh, if they haven't broke the skin, they might not be bone chips, but they could be bone spurs. They're two different. A lot of people don't know that. Bone spurs are when your jawbone sticks out a little bit, like out of your gum, and it doesn't break the skin. It eventually just moves over and fills the socket holes. Then you have bone chips that are little small slivers of bone that pop out of the skin, and you could just yank it out. Ashley. Yeah, I never did that. Honestly, guys, I tell people all the time. I mean, I'm allergic to ibuprofen, but I made sure I got a like Benadryl shot before I did this because I knew no pain med's gonna work for this. It's an inflammation pain. When they're pulling out your teeth, it's the gum inflammation. It's not, no pain med's gonna help. So I always tell people stay up on ibuprofen. Even if you're not in pain the first day or the second day, stay up on it because once that inflammation sneaks up on you, it's going to be excruciating for most people. So stay up on top of ibuprofen. The ice only helps with swelling for the outside of the face. It doesn't help with the inside. Julia, you know what it is I learned as I went, and with having so many autoimmune, weird shit happens to me. But I don't have a warranty on my denture. So I learned everything on my own. Everything on my own. My own adjustments. Do not use a Dremel because even good dentists have messed up people's dentures with Dremels. You over adjust. Very easy to do with a Dremel. You could just take a little simple nail file. If you watch my adjustment video, which is actually my second highest rating video, is my adjustment video. A nail file, and I even show you it comes right off, boom, done, fixed. So, I mean, everything I learned was as I went. Yeah, you know what's weird, guys, is like Becky, yeah, you'll feel it moving around and stuff. But I don't, it's weird because some bone chips hurt like hell, especially when your denture sits on top of a certain spot and when you bite down, it can suck. But I always tell people if you can get them out on your own, like, yeah, obviously wait. What I always tell people, first of all, when you're in the beginning stages, massage your gums because it promotes healthy healing. So, and it gives good blood flow to the mouth. So, say at like, I would start doing massaging of the gums. Like, in the baby section, they have like those little tips of the fingers with like the little massagers. That's my favorite thing to use. Or you can use a toothbrush. Start at like 10 to 14 days, 2 weeks, and start massaging your gums slowly. Just gently massage all around it. And it promotes good blood flow, healthy healing. can lift up the bone spurs. Because that's what I used when I had, actually the bone chips, not bone spurs. When I had one on the bottom, I was like, dude, come on. And I would coax it out so I can get it out. Connie, that'd be weird if I did that. I mean, at least I know what I'm talking about if I were to get a job to do that. But it's like, I don't know. I like talking to all you guys. I like being a part of all of it because, like I've told my dentist, I've told many dentists, stop giving people dentures and say, here, bye. I can explain to them what they're going to be going through in the next month. Just month. You want to go by just the first month. I'm like, you could type this shit up on the computer, get a bunch of printouts, and give them a piece of paper so they know what a bone chip is, a bone spur is, you know, what to look for, what to be careful of, what to do, what you can eat, what blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't understand why dentists don't do that. And they want to know why they're getting so many scared calls over every little thing over dentures, and then dentists get annoyed. I'm like, well, if you kind of gave them information. Like, I've had dentists say, well, we don't do that because there's YouTubers like you. And I'm like, well, we do it because a dentist like you don't. Just saying. Well, Ashley, the whole thing is, the more you do stuff in repetition and rub your gums and do all that, um, your gums toughen up. So you should be fine. Jen, I never had itching with my gums. Never. Ever. Normally your gums wouldn't itch when healing because there's, you know, your gums. I've never had my gums itch once. And I'm a super ticklish person, by the way. But the only thing that's ever itched is when I had normal surgeries and like the outer skin would itch and do all that because the skin is fusing together. So yeah, I've never had my gums itch before. Yeah, Danielle, they normally don't. Mine didn't either. I learned everything my own. Oh, that's okay, Jen. You know, I've had a lot of people message me, dentists, oral surgeons, a lot of people, but, you know, they ask me how I knew all this stuff. I'm like, I learned it. I'm a denture wearer. Eventually pick it up. But, um, there's a lot of people that said, I didn't even know dentists knew about me. And when a woman dentist, one of my followers told me that her dentist gave me her information, my information, right up front to her. I'm like, dude, that's cool. At least she gave her information, though. Like, here, go check this out. This will help you. Yeah, well, the funny part is, really, denture YouTubers weren't that common. And they normally stop after a while, but, which, I mean, it is repetitious. There's only so many videos you can do. But I talk about not just dentures either, but it's just, if you're going to be a dentist or a neurosurgeon, surgeon, you're going to hand over a device, you should really tell people how to do it. Clean it. Clean it. Like, they don't tell people anything. Yeah, it's scary, Danielle. You know, there's a lot of, when you're brought into a situation, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What do I do? And it can be very scary. And it's like, all right, this isn't working. Does that mean my dentist screwed up? No, your dentist only screwed up when you first get your denture and it doesn't fit, if it's too big, if the midline is off, if the bite's off. They screwed up. You guys would not believe how many dentists screw up. Listen, I get messages all the time, 24/7. I get people trying to video chat me at 3 a.m., which is why I have business hours now of when I message people. But it's crazy because you don't know. Like, you know how many people have told me and showed me pictures how messed up their dentures are? I'm like, they're dentists. Like, or their favorite line to say is, well, they're just your immediates. They're not your permanent dentures, so you could just deal with them. No, if you're paying good fucking money, you don't need to deal with shit. That's $1,000 you just put out for them to do a shitty job and say, suck it up, wait for your permanent dentures? Hell no. Mm-mm. Do your job right, honey, or I want 50% discount. Well, I'm glad I can help you guys. Or at least some of you guys. I always said, even doing YouTube, I just wanted to throw videos out there. I don't do it for money. Trust me, not for the money. But I just do it to help people because I know what it's like to do it alone. And I knew how stressful it was, and anxiety, and everything. And if I could just make one person's life easier, that's all I cared about. Yeah, Naomi, a lot of dentists don't say shit. I really don't understand why. I would love to video chat dentists, record it, and make it a video and be like, all right, why don't you do this? But they probably won't because they know I'll ask them. And I'm like, it's just not that hard to communicate. And I feel like sometimes they treat patients not as people. It's just like revolving door. Next, next. They don't have. It's like the humanity went out the freaking window. And it's like, I don't understand people. I really don't. I don't understand why they're in the field and they don't help people. It's like, look at me. I have 1,000 damn autoimmune diseases. And you know how many doctors don't tell me shit? I had to learn. And I tell people, tell you guys, be your best own advocate. You are the one person that can make your voice be heard and get your point across and get what you want out of it. Do it respectfully. I always tell people, be respectful. Don't be go cursing at people and screaming and acting all crazy. There's no reason for that. Be heard though, because I went through 9 rheumatologists. Blood test came back positive. Even my like skin biopsies came out positive, and they're like, "Oh, you're young. You look great. There's nothing wrong with you." Okay, sure. Because there's times where I got up in a chair, a guy was talking to me, doctor was completely freaking ignoring me. I'm like, all right, you're fired. Bye. And I walked right out. Like, I'm just tired of if you're in your field and you're not doing your job right, don't do it. Just find a new profession. Like, I think there are some doctors that do it for the right reason, but a lot of them do it for the money. And you need to care about people to be in the position. Like, dentists should care about people because they're changing the whole look of them. Everything. And they should care about their feelings and what they want out of them and how they want them designed. Like, they should care. And it's just absolutely annoying. Like, Wendy, totally true. I've looked up. Now, we all know in certain areas, depending on where you are, like I live in New York. Most expensive place to get dental work done. New York, California, Florida. 3 worst places to get dental work done. Now, if you go down to like Iowa, places like that, it's obviously going to be lower. But here's the deal. They all get it from the same prices of wherever they're getting it. And I've looked up dental products. Flat out looked up dental products. And, I mean, first of all, to pull a tooth, it doesn't cost $300 to go. It doesn't. I get it if you have to cut into a tooth and you got to dig deep and you got to find that root. Totally get it. Like my dentist, he only charges $75 if it's an easy tooth to come out. If you got to cut into it, he does more. But it's like, even their material and all that, it's not as expensive as you think. I've actually researched it. I did a video a very, very long time over it that it shows the truth of how much things really are. But they're upping it by like an obscene amount. It's like, look at freaking saline at a hospital. The real cost is like under $50. But you know how much they charge your insurance? $300 to $500 for it. It's all inflation. It's all people that are money hungry. The fucking medical field is filled with money hungry. That's all they care about is dollar signs. If you're sick and you got the most illnesses, great. They can pawn you off and get all this freaking shit done that you could do that probably won't help you or do anything, but they make money off of it. Like, I know my dentist didn't tell me much about dentures. I knew I was going to figure it out on my own anyway. But if I have questions, he answers them. If you're anxious and nervous, he'll actually talk to you, calm you down. He'll break out in song and dance. He'll do whatever it takes to calm you down. And that's what I love about my dentist, because he actually cares about people. Does he need to get better with communicating about dentures? Yes. But other than that, he's a great dentist. My kids go to him. Brandon now goes to him. He is a great dentist. I think he stopped seeing people now. Absolutely, Naomi. Absolutely, you're 100% right. You guys have no idea how much overcharged people are. But that's the whole thing is it's just money. That's all they care about is money and making stuff off. Like there are dentists out there. Rare, but there are dentists out there that do not overcharge. That will work with you. That'll do payments. They're like mad chill and they understand they could do what they can to help you. And there are other ones that just don't care. As long as they're making money, they don't care. And that's it's like, guys, I went through so much in the medical field that has smartened me the hell up. I was so naive before my autoimmune. And like I always listened to doctors and did all that. And I was dying listening to them because they would not treat me properly. And then I started sticking up for myself and fighting for myself. And that's how I got diagnosed. Shit ton of autoimmune, but that's how I got diagnosed. And, now I could do something about it or choose not to do something about it. And now I'm more aware after Cellcept almost killing me, I'm more aware of medications now. And I'll be like, what does that do that you're trying to give me? Yeah, no, thanks. I'll do my research. I'll look it up. I'll talk to my primary. We'll discuss if that's what I want. But I have so many autoimmune guys that I reacted badly to Cellcept because my other autoimmune did not like that medication. It helped the other one, but it didn't like the others. So when you have so much autoimmune, like a multi-tissue connective disorder is what I have. It's multiple tissue connective disorder autoimmune. And you have so much, there's not much they can do for you. There isn't. So it's really palliative care that I'm in. They treat me as my symptoms come, whatever I need, short-term basis to help me or whatever flare up. But other than that, I'm not doing autoimmune meds. Like my MS doctor, he wants me to do a lumbar puncture. Why? You have 1,000 MRIs showing I have MS. What more do you need? Like, you have a radiologist, the head of radiologists of Albany saying, dude, she has MS. This is bad. This doesn't just happen for a fluke. Why are you doing a lumbar puncture? It's all money. That's all they care about. I don't want to do that shit. Hey, Jess. Holy shit, Wendy, really? I'd be like, dude, I could have just went to the store and got a box for $3. Like, $5 for a freaking Band-Aid. I would have lost my shit. But I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Resident or Nurse Jackie. They tell you in there how cheap stuff is and how much inflation, it's insane. So it's like, I don't know what the hell the world's, what's, there needs to be more empathic people. And I tell people all the time, people always ask me how I care so much about people. I can just be around somebody and feel their mood. And they don't have to say anything. I'm just an empathic person, I guess. But I always care deeply about people. Then you have doctors that are in the field where they should be empathic and they don't give two shits. I'm going to tell you guys what happened. My gallbladder exploded years ago. And I was misdiagnosed. They said it was IBS. No, I almost died. Thanks for that. But anyway, I'm in Albany Med. And in my room, after they take out my gallbladder, but left the liver stones, which that's another story, is this woman that's Spanish that doesn't speak much English. But I did hear that she had stage 4 cancer. And she was literally in agony and pain. And they were ignoring her. I was livid. I called in a nurse. I bitched about it. I was like, you guys should help her. So they have a doctor come in and say, listen, we're sending you to hospice, blah, blah, blah. But instead of having a translator and have somebody talk to her, they just blew her off. And that pissed me off because I'm like, how are you going to ignore somebody, especially going through that much pain? You're a hospital. You could do something about it. And you're just going to ignore her? Like, I'm just, like, floored by the stupidity in New York. God damn. Like, dude, I want to get out of New York so damn bad. So bad. And I wish I could. But unfortunately, I can't until my kids turn 18. Yeah, Ashley, that's insane. It's true. Mike Thomas needs braces. 2 different quotes. Actually, 3 now. And I'm like, why is there like 5,000 more, 5,000 more, 5,000 more than that? I'm like, what the hell are you people doing? It's just metal and brackets. Yeah, Nancy, I got lucky. I got fucking lucky. I didn't die. They said if I waited to the next day, I probably would have died. Like, and I'm like, guys, can. In my primary at that time, she was new, fresh out of med school. And she was like, statistic wise, it's not your gallbladder. I remember the surgeon came out after he took out my gallbladder and he goes, did you ever complain to him about pain? I'm like, yeah, they told me it was IBS. And he goes, it is Doctor 101. You learn the first day in med school if somebody complains of the upper right quadrant, it's normally gallbladder. Immediately do a sonogram. And I'm like, nope, they ignored me. And I was in pain for so damn long. And he was like, that's a damn shame. They should be reported. And I'm like, you're right. They should be. Hi, Donna. Um, I see. I know people that get red flagged only because they hop hospitals to get meds. Um, like when I've been to hospitals, I just want to find out what's wrong with me. I don't need pain meds. I got medical marijuana. I got pain meds at home that don't even work. Why the hell would I want to go to hospital for that shit? But some guy was like, um, I think he made a comment. I heard him say something about pain meds. I'm like, I don't want pain meds. And anywhere in this did you hear me say I want pain meds? No. The only thing I actually do is find out what was wrong with me so I can take care of the problem instead of covering it up. And I was like, so you got to stop thinking everybody that comes in here in pain is a drug seeker. Because if you look at my file, I have more in here in my house than you have in here. I'm like, and the shit don't freaking work. I don't take it. I'm like, so all I want you to do, figure out the problem, help me fix it. That's your job of the day. And yeah, he shut up real quick. But I do know a lot of people. Like, I used to play Tropic Escapes. I had my little group for that and all that shit. Man, there's so many drama-filled women out there, guys. Goddamn. Thank God I got out of it. I don't do drama. I don't. I cut that shit in the butt, leave it, done, walk away. But this girl literally up front told us that she hops hospitals when somebody won't help her with anything and she has pain. And I'm like, well, they could see nothing's wrong with you and they could see the files in the system. Like, why are you even doing that? I don't understand. Like, doctors, especially in the vicinity from each other, they all in contact with each other. They all know this stuff. And if people are frequently like this for years or a year or whatever, yeah, they're not going to give anything to anybody. They have to see that you have something wrong with you before they actually give you something. Most of the time, yeah, my doctors never look at me at that type of way because they know I've had full control. I mean, I have so many autoimmune. They give you, I signed a New York State rule that they could drug text me anytime and blah, 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 even though I don't even drink. And, but I tell them it doesn't work. Like, do you know what it's like to have multiple sclerosis, systemic sclerosis, which is scleroderma, lupus, Sjogren's, RA? It's all that pain cannot be helped with pain meds. So, yeah, some days suck more than others. And yeah, it's ridiculous. But I definitely wouldn't go to a hospital for pain meds. Because, especially with the epidemic of drugs and everything else, and people get addicted from even shit after surgery the surgeons give them, which most surgeons don't even do that anymore because of it. But they literally have to see something's wrong with you before they give you anything. Hi, Diana. Damn, that sucks. Hope you feel better, though. Thought I was a hot mess, girl. Just like me. Yeah, Wendy, not in New York, they're not. In New York, they are the opposite of pill pushers. More people, if you go, if you're part of autoimmune support groups, you will see that a lot of them who should get it can't get pain meds because of the epidemic and how bad everything is. Doctors are afraid to give it to people because they get addictive. The whole thing is I don't even take any. And if I do, I barely take any. But I'm already going to kick the bucket from all my autoimmune. So if I get addicted to anything, like they said, it don't matter. Because my lifespan is shorter than most. Donna, do you have me on mute? So, what is everybody's stage of dentures? How long have you had dentures now for? Whether it's your immediates or permanents, how long have you had your dentures for? Oh, I should have made coffee. Damn it. I didn't even think of that. Hey, Buck. You know what's funny? When I got my tops done, I was like, we're doing it after the holidays. Well, actually, he went away for Christmas. But I was like, I don't do it at the holidays. This would be shitty not being able to eat a damn thing recovering. One whole day, Tiffany. Well, actually, she could be fully prepared. You know, like I told a lot of you guys this before. When I started out, um, you know, watching stuff, and I didn't really find anything I really liked watching. Or they didn't go too much in depth. But the one support group I was a part of were a bunch of a-holes. It's like they get mad at people for asking questions. You know, they're like, oh, you should know the answer to that. Well, they're part of a support group because they don't know. They're new to it. So it's like, so everybody asked me to create one, which now I have one. But yeah, I don't take any bullying. I don't, if people go against the rules, they're automatically done. Your one chance is you agreeing to the rules before you step into the group. You're welcome, Tiffany. Oh, wow, Becky. Diana, why was your soft reline 700? A soft reline is 300. A hard reline is 500. So that's not a break. That's actually the normal price they're supposed to give it to you. But honestly, I don't think a dentist soft reline is worth 300 bucks because it's like reline it. And reline it is only $5. That's insane. $700 for a fucking soft reline? Screw that. So glad I do everything myself. Well, Ashley, I'm very glad you're very prepared. Hey, Marlene, what'd you do? Oh, you picked up chips? Was it like pop chips? Because those are good. Pop chips and Munchos. Munchos, I love. Today I opened up an amazing bag of Munchos, guys. Normally, sometimes lately, they've been too salty, so I stopped eating them. And today was like a perfect amount. More potato taste than salt. I was like, shout out to the person who made that bag. Did you try them, Marlene? They're so yummy. Yeah, I got a huge addiction to pop chips. I actually got it for Brandon because he's diabetic, so I was like, hey, try something healthy. Then when I tried it, I was like, holy shit, these are good. Well, I'm glad I helped you guys be prepared. Well, at least you can. But like I tell everybody, don't give up on yourselves, guys. This journey is not going to be easy. And I tell everybody, it's more mental than it is physical. And you're going to have the 5 stages of grieving if you're very attached to your teeth. So, the 5 stages of grieving, you definitely end up going through it. But keep moving forward. Don't look back. Thanks, Tiffany. Marlene. So hold on, guys. I'm reading something. Sorry I got you guys hooked on Pop Chips. But they're so good. Have you tried the barbecue ones? Those are good too. Hey, Patty. Yeah, Becky, normally when it comes to affordable dentures, they're not affordable. They need to stop saying that. How is 30 grand affordable? That's not affordable. Affordable was taking people's insurance and working them on payment plans for immediate dentures. That would be affordable. Thanks, Patty. Yeah, Marlene, barbecue is good. The regular pop chips with sea salt or the barbecue ones, those are my favorite. All time favorite. So yummy. I like the, it's like a mesquite smoky barbecue, but so good. I ate all the barbecue ones, but they're so good. Marlene, they used to have that at the BJ's by me with the little small bags of shit inside of it. And they don't now. I hate when they keep changing shit out. Don't take away the good crap, take away the crappy stuff. Danielle, how long are you again into your like bottoms and tops? See, just 2,480 for like 12 teeth. I don't know, it's a lot of teeth. See, normally my media top denture was $980 or $60 or 900 even, something like that. And my insurance covered all my extractions. So, and my insurance only covers my permanent, not my immediate. It's a lot of money people pay though. Holy crap. Damn. Yeah, I'd never pay 10,000. Nope. I'm glad I go to a private dentist because it's more personal. They take insurance, they do all that. It's more detailed and refined and cheaper. That's crazy. Holy fuck. Like, you guys could have got a new car. But honestly, the one thing I've noticed is affordable dentures is not affordable. Same with Aspen. Okay, see, that's the kicker, Jess, right there. Is they pay for your soft relines. No, they control when you get your soft relines. So even if you truly need a soft reline, that right there reminds me of all these emails I'm getting from people. They're like, oh, I'm covered by, affordable dentures, but I need a soft reline and they're making me wait till my 5th month. And I'm like, from day 1 to 5 months, they didn't give you a soft reline, they're making you wait. That won't even stay in your mouth. No adhesive would work. Like, them controlling it means you're not actually getting a deal at all. Nope. Damn, Star. But I get why people do it because if they have to, they have to. If they're in sepsis or chronic infections or whatever it is, it sucks. It's like they take advantage. They know people sometimes desperately need to get it done. And I've seen people, guys, no joke, affordable dentures, they paid like 25, 30,000 and they didn't even get the like highest package and I'm like, holy crap. Like, I feel like sometimes they take advantage and they use the name. They're independently bought, but they use the name. So their good prices are going to be all different. Yeah, Stephanie, that's a good price. Where'd you go? I mean, that's actually almost too cheap. To have immediate dentures, full immediate dentures, full perms. Adjustments are normally free any dentist you go to because it's just bzz, bzz, done. But normally just the top denture alone is $1,000 or more. So that's almost like too cheap. Yeah, dry mouth and dry lips happen, especially when you guys first get this done. I always tell people, I use the lip mask Wet n Wild. It's like lavender Vaseline almost, and I use that all the time to get my lips moisturized. But hydration is important because I've noticed that when people get dentures, they drink less. But the only way for you to be able to drink is you got to drink even with the dentures. Keep them in and you drink. You get used to everything. The more you do stuff, the more you practice, the easier it's going to come. But if you stop the things that you need to practice, then you're never going to be able to learn from it and be stronger with it. Yeah, I agree, Jen. Private dentists are cheaper. Ha! Right there, Stephanie. Comfolites. I have a lot to say about that. If you ever want to do your own soft relines, all packaging of outside like denture fit and reline it and all these outside on the stores, online, any of the soft relines all say they do not work with comfolites because they're made differently. But I have so many people have issues with that denture. I don't know. It's made out of something different. I don't really know. I don't look into it, but I feel like they take advantage of people. And it sucks because there's not much we can do about it. And we're naive in that moment because we don't know about dentures. We don't know any of that. We don't know what's normal. We don't know what's. I always tell people go to multiple places. Go to Google. Look up denture places by you or private dentists. Stick with a private dentist, is my opinion. But if there's no private dentist in your absolute vicinity and you have to go somewhere else, but I always tell people go to as many places as you can to get quotes or go for best vibes of who you trust because there's a lot of scamming out there, guys. Yeah, they all have warranties. If you have a warranty on your denture, that means you can't even do anything yourself. If they make you get a soft reline once every 5 months, even though you need it once a month, um, you can't do your own soft reline. It voids your warranty. You can't even do your own adjustment if you can't get into them for 3 weeks or COVID and something shuts down again. You can't get into them. If you touch your own denture by any means, you void your warranty. You could only use adhesive and that's it. Janet, the easiest way to get adhesive out, it's actually easy. First of all, Dr. B's wipes he has, the cleaning net wipes, I made a video, comes out like butter. It's awesome. But it depends on the texture of your adhesive when you take it out. So if you're swishing with warm water, it's now going to melt so slow. Adhesive melts with water, but not fast. So if people swish with water, it's going to take forever. Please don't do that. When you first take out your denture, if your adhesive is wet, that means you have a gap of water coming into your denture. You don't have a correct seal. So you should be getting a soft reline at that point. If it's dry, you can easily just pick at it, peel it right out. If it's wet and mushy, I tell people to use a dry paper towel. It clings right to it. You pinch it and you pull it right out. I have videos for it to show you guys. Sorry, they do work great. I love those damn things. Yeah, I only drink water. Well, I have coffee, but it's. I was always told by a doctor if you take your body weight, divide it by two, that's how many ounces. So say you're 160. You should be drinking about 80 ounces of water a day. So you know that big jug I always carry around, guys, with that long skinny water bottle? It's 32 ounces of water. Honestly, I drink about four of those a day. I exceed my limit. I've never been to Buffalo. I'm like 5 hours from it. But where the hell have I been? I mean, I've been to other places. I've been to Florida a few times. Pennsylvania. I mean, I'm like 45 minutes away from Pennsylvania by the border. The way I sit in New York and the area. But the only thing I want to do, guys, I want to see the Pacific Ocean. See, Jess, the whole thing is people say that dentures make them gag. Okay. The only thing you need to understand is dentures are not by your throat. So if your denture is not on your throat to where you can gag, means it's mental. So many people constantly overstress. I hope I don't gag. Or I saw this online that 20,000 people are bitching about gagging. So it's going to make me over fixate on it, and it's your mind is going to create it. So I've told so many people, and they all said it worked. When you start to feel the gagging come on, or you think that a certain thing caused it, and right before that, put on some music, put on your favorite stuff, zone out, don't even think about it. Think about something else, talk to a friend on the phone, do whatever. Distract yourself because it's your mind that's creating it. Patty, I would love to go to Arizona. I've never been there. Actually, I felt that way when I moved up here. I'm originally from Long Island. I'm a city girl. So when I came up here where I live, upstate New York, well, it's more like central New York, I'm like it was a complete culture shock. Complete. It was quiet as hell. There was not a lot of shopping like there was in the city. There was so much less, you know? So it's like, yeah, it took me a couple of years. There's a stink bug right there. And I swear to God, it comes by me, I will punch it in the face. I don't like stink bugs. I mean, I know they don't hurt you or do nothing, but they're icky. I gotta go soon anyway, so I'll kill it. Jennifer. No, Adam, I don't actually. Um, you're talking about Fitty-Dent. I don't use it. It dried out and ruined my soft reline of Denture Fit. So I will never touch. Like Secure did the same thing. So I know everybody's like Secure and them have this. It's the same company. It is the same company, absolutely. They have similar stuff, but the alcohol inside of both of them is what dries out adhesive and your mouth and everything else. First of all, it's not all natural. They might have some all natural ingredients in it, but it's not fully all natural, so they lie right there. And I've proven that too many times. But they have alcohol in it, which not only burns the shit out of your gums when you guys saw me do it, but it destroyed my, and everybody knows that denture fit can be expensive. So the fact that it ruined my soft reline, I was super pissed off. There are people now that live by me. They're like, oh shit, I live an hour from you, Heather, or I live 2 hours from you, or I used to live where you live, and now I live over here. And yeah, it's been a lot of that conversations. Dude, here in the wintertime, like winter, spring, okay, all months, stink bugs are freaking annoying. And I never really had an issue until probably about the last 3 years. But like, it's coming at me. Why? Can't it just mind its business? I'm not bothering it. Jesus. This, well, soft relines are different material. It depends on what you're talking about. The dentist and like, I don't know, it's hard to explain the soft relines, but Denture Fit is silicone. What time is it? All right, guys, I gotta head out and get the boys ready for, get their stuff ready for school and do all that. But I want to do a, if you guys are part of my denture support group, I'm going to be doing a pop-up live over there this week. So make sure you guys are a part of it. True story, Jen. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe and stay sane as best you can. But you guys can message me anytime you guys need me. I love you guys. Later.